Good afternoon. Congratulations on making it to day 3. This afternoon you are competing in the bronze medal match at the AA All-Star Championship. Before we begin, we would like to take a moment to thank the sponsors who make events like this possible. We would like to extend a huge thank you to Conestoga College and Explore Waterloo. Your generosity and continued support of OFSAA Girls High School Volleyball allows these outstanding student athletes from across Ontario to compete at the highest level, grow both and represent their school and communities with pride. Please join us in the As a reminder, we ask that all spectators demonstrate positive sportsmanship. Please support your team respectfully and cheer loudly for great plays from both sides. From St. Mary's Secondary School, we have Kalista Brady, Isla Bryson, Nora Guzman, Sophia Giancotti, Lillian Johnson, Portia Pecker, Blair Bonesteel, Anna Rice, Kylie Rutherford, Alyssa Stewart, and Kalia Turpin. Coached by Nick DeFriedis and assisted by Jen Boston. From St. John Henry Newman, we have Verizon Ramos, Violet Robinson, Alyssa Bernardo, Amelia Lucas, Tara Johnson, Johanna Sega, Caitlin Chevalier, Helena Abbey, Ella Gabutan, Chelsea Leke Assange, Paris Leke Assange. Coached by Jody Hunt and assisted by Tyler Frost. Good luck to everyone.
Hello and welcome into the bronze medal match of the OFSAA AA Senior Girls Volleyball, as we have the number 7 ranked, the St. John Henry Newman Knights taking on the number 11 St. Mary's Thunder. We are ready to go. Aiden Shmkuski along with you for the call, and things are set to get underway. The first serve is going to be going to the Knights. And it is going to be Amelia Lucas, one of the outside hitters. It will be Newman in black, St. Mary's in blue. St. Mary's on the right side of your screen, and the black team will be on the right, and we are underway. These teams competing for that bronze medal. This one tooling off the block, kept alive. Nice save, diving effort made. This one by Bernardo, team setter. And through the block, a big swing up the middle, activating it early. Dunbrack will get things underway. That's the first point of the set. And we are off and running. A lengthy rally between these two to get things started. Kalia Turpin is first to serve now for St. Mary's. This one, good set moving forward. Quick adjustment made, and it is going to be just off the mark. This afternoon's officials up will be Madison Coleman, down Brian Edmonds, Kara Myers, and Joey Friedel are the line judges. Quick set getting momentum moving forward, having to stop on a dime there with Chevalier. And again, activating through the middle, Dunbrack. Ball set nice and high, moving up to middle, and they have been activated very early on. You see it right there. As Nora Dunbrack, number 18 in blue, is feasting on these sets early on. Little tool off the block, and getting things started there was Kara Johnson. That will end a 3-0 run by St. Mary's and get a side out now for Newman. Serve going to be off the mark and heading into the net, and that will give St. Mary's the ball right back. Isla Brightston. Good serve by Bryson, targeting that backcourt. It's leaking back over and hitting off the net and down. Good serve from Brightson as she went right towards that backcourt, forcing the serve back, or the reception back, pardon me. And it was almost saved by Ramos, but it will be down. That one beating the libero for Newman. And having a good tenure here is Isla Brightson. Two digs. She's unable to get the third one, as this will be negated by hitting off of the tape. 6-2 the score in the early going if you're just tuning in into the bronze medal match between these two teams. This is set to be a spectacular bout. We have a lot of volleyball on hand for you. This one rode up a little bit high. It's kept alive, however. It hit off Pretherick, but St. Mary's was able to return. And this will get through. Nice reactionary play this time from Giancotti. There will be a triple block waiting, but unable to get the stuff. It caroms off the fingertips and down into that second. There was no defense quite behind that block. Leaky Asong puts that one on a laser. Moving forward, eyeing it up. Dunbrack, and she targets the back line and hits it with pinpoint accuracy. It's already 3 kills for Nora Dunbrack. Now she's stepping back to serve. Both these teams, the vibes were immaculate in the pregame, dancing to the music, and she's going to have an ace here. Dunbrack is on fire in the opener, up by 5 now. And circle back them. By the back at both teams dancing, playing very freely, and you can see that in the early swings that they are taking. They're really having that confidence on full display. This serve is going to go long, and that will end the tenure for Dunbrack and put Newman down by 4. Kaylin Chevalier will be tasked with the serve. A bit of a floater. She tries to target that back line, and St. Mary's clearly ate their carrots before the game as they were able to watch that ball just sneak out of bounds. Giancotti. This one hitting off and into the bench. It's going to be the ace for Sophia Giancotti. Couldn't ask for a better first serve from number 9 in blue as St. Mary's wins the battle to 10, are up by 6 currently, and look to be in complete control. This ball leaking back over a little bit. It's going to hit off the net and down. Some early woes in the opening set for Newman, and St. Mary's is capitalizing. We'll get another look at this serve. Going to hit off Ramos, sneaks towards the net. It bounces off. Trying to keep that play going was Bernardo, but it would end up going over top of her teammate's head. Off the block. Quick recycle now. They're going to bump set. And it will not get over top. A little bit of a miscue on this one from Lucas. And this will be a timeout now taken by Jody Hine with her assistant Tyler Frost. That'll be the first time out as St. Mary's in complete control, up by 8. And they have all aspects of their game clicking very early on. And it almost seems which team is able to get out to that early lead. And so far, St. Mary's is firing on all cylinders. Thunder rolling so far. They head back onto the floor, and awaiting for them are the Knights. We are ready to get back underway after that timeout. See if Newman is able to regather and start staging a comeback, as they are down by a substantial amount early on. Would have to get a side out and see if they can go on a run themselves. Good first touch that time by Ramos. A couple of nice reactionary plays keeping the play going, as defense can win you championships, as this one is going to hit off of the block and down. And it's exactly what the doctor ordered if you're Newman. First substitution going to be coming into the game. Gabutan is now in. Gabutan, one of the outside hitters on this team. And she puts that one on a seam, and it's going to fall. No! Keeping it alive, and somehow it gets over. Holy mackerel, what a great play. St. Mary's keeps it alive. It's still up! And it will eventually fall. A couple of nice defensive plays. The reactionary time is exceptional from St. Mary's, but ultimately it will be Newman getting the point. It is St. Mary's doubling the score right now. Newman still looking to sort of stage a comeback. A lot of volleyball left to be played in this opening set. And it's going to hit off the block. You can see the hands stay nice and high this time from Bernardo as well as Johnson, but it just caroms off them and into a soft spot on the defense. Petherick with a good serve, but the response is going to hit off the block, and that is going to cross up Alyssa Stewart. And Newman right back with the serve after getting the point. They target that left side, moving it on over, and Lucas deposits this one. Quick set up to the middle again, and that has been the MO so far for the Thunder. This time they are turned away on the roll shot from Stewart, and this will be an attacking error by Portia Pretherick. St. Mary's still with a sizable lead, but it is becoming a little bit closer with every point that Newman is able to battle back in. Alyssa Bernardo now. Going up, a big swing, targeting the backcourt, and another accurate swing, this time from Isla Brightson. Going up, and this is going to be an attacking error from Johnson. That will give another point to St. Mary's. 15-8 our score in the early game for just tuning in. The opening set between these two. That attack gets over top of the block, and here comes Brightson again, and it will fall. One of the pin hitters for this team is getting another kill to her name. Over in this one, spin the defense, and a dig. What a dig it is from Stewart. Now a block the other way, and it will fall. As the Thunder getting it done on the defensive side of the ball. Leading with a great dig, following it up with the block, and to continue to turn away the Knights time and time again, and they're left scratching their head. This one got a little bit away, but is handled with ease by Lucas. Brighton with another swing. But it's going to be turned away. This one gets through and is going to carry him off of Giancotti and down. Opting to go to the left side, and it works to perfection this time, as that will be Amelia Lucas. And now it is Lucas back to serve. She puts this one a little too much mustard on it as the ball soars out of bounds. St. Mary's has applied the pressure early on, but to Newman's credit, they have done a great job with a bend, don't break mentality. Continue to take it point by point as they try to draw it back to even, but they have to find an answer right now for Dunbrack, who is continuing to impose her will on this game. This into the net. Might have hit Dunbrack in the face, but she looks no worse for wear. (20-9) our score. As St. Mary's rolling right now in this one, and it's put right back. That overpass over the tape stuffed right back down where it came from. And St. Mary's really exuding confidence right now. This will be the second time out taken now by St. John Henry Newman.
First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. For real, you the only father that I ever knew. I get my pregnant, I'ma be a better you. Prophecies that I made way back in the veil. Fulfilled. Listen, even back when we was brought my team here, Martin Luther King would have been on Dreamville. Talk to her. One time for my LA sisters. One time for my LA ladies that can't tell the difference. One time for a nigga who knows. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. 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 No role models in her.
Timeout has expired. We'll see what the message from Jody Hine was to her team as they are down by a substantial amount. St. Mary's really imposing their will in this first set and have positioned themselves in a great spot to take the opener, needing just 4 more points to close it out. Looks like they're going to try the right side. And the pancake! What a dig at by the libero. As that was going to be Anna Rice with a thing of beauty. Lengthy rally form between these two. A backcourt attack, and it is stuffed right back down. It's going to be Johnson forming the brick wall on the solo mission. Quick substitution going to be made as Bonesteel comes in. It'll be the middle Johnson to serve. She puts one deep, handled by Rice. Now mounting an attack. It's going to go into the net. Be a miscue for Pretherick. The Knights have life, down by 10, but they are starting to string a couple points together. They're going to rely heavily on Cara Johnson. Brighton has had a good start to her game so far. Racking up the points almost at will. Will she have the ace? No, it will be turned away. Goes by Chevalier, but it's another attacking air for Newman. Now just 2 points away for St. Mary's. Brady coming into the game now. Another good serve, handled nicely this time by Lucas. Get up and a diving save, somehow getting an arm on it. That was Bonesteel fresh into the game, and she had her number called early on. The block! Dunbrack again. As she continues to do it on both sides of the ball. Number of swings early on in this set. They were targeting the middle, and now she has come alive in the block. It was a two-player block. She got the majority of that one. And it's going to be an ace, and that is how it ends. 25-11. St. Mary's will win the opener. Going to have a lot more volleyball on hand for you momentarily. Players are going to switch sides, and we'll be back with the second set as Newman looking for a response. Ready to go for the second set, as it was the St. Mary's Thunder taking the opener by a dominant showing of 25-11. And will be Newman looking for a response here. They have the weapons to do just that. A lot of big hitters, and they're going to rely heavily on them. It's going to be the Thunder to serve first, Turpin to do the honors. St. Mary's coached by Nick DeFreitas, as well as Jen Brightson, her assistant, and it's going to be an ace right out of the gate. Couldn't ask for a better start if you are Nick DeFreitas. DeFreitas, pardon me. As we're continuing on, this gets through the block, but will be dug out by the Thunder. Mounting their attack, it tools off the block. And now a rally forming between these two. We'll see who's able to get it. Diving save made. Free ball back the other way. Nice save from Turpin. Off the block. And it's Dunbrack again. Turpin continuing a 2-0 run to start again for Mary's. A similar story in that first set, and they're picking up right where they left off, riding that momentum forward. This is going to tip off of Dunbrack. Good save and throwing it over. Will stay in bounds. It won't. The point for Newman. St. Mary's, to their credit, did everything they could to get it back over, but it will land out of bounds. They opt to not go up to the middle. And there's a backcourt swing this time. Quickly up in transition. This will be a rare miscue from Chevalier. Three to 1 in the early going. St. Mary's in blue currently with the ball, and they will be serving. And that is Isla Brightson. They're serving. They've been to continuously target the Ribeiro in Ramos. So we'll get through the block and down. Good pace on that attack, and it was too hot to handle for St. Mary's. Debutant now in to serve. It's going to head into the net. It looked like she got a little bit on top of this one. It's going to head down. That will give another point to St. Mary's as they currently double Newman's score 4-2. Looking to take a 2-0 set lead. And this one skips in front. It's going to be an ace again for St. Mary. And it's Dunbrack again, continuing to do it on all facets in the game as she's completely taken this one over. It'll be a tough set, somehow keeping the play going. Give it up for Bernardo on that set as she was heading to very running out of room. And it will pay dividends for Newman as they get the point. And tracking towards the net, trying to dump over, and it's stuffed back down. Johnson says not today. Strong serve. Is this one going to leak back over? And it is blocked, and it is out of bounds. A big block from St. Mary's. As it will be the Thunder answering right back, keeping on to their 2-point lead. The net will reject this one as it springs off of the tape. Leaking back over, stuffed, but a quick reactionary play from Giancotti will keep the rally going. Having to backtrack a little bit was Newman. Now they got momentum going forward. A big swing, and it is going to beat St. Mary's defense. There's a little bit of daylight on that block, and it was found. As Amelia Lucas again really got a nice run up and just unleashed a furious swing. This is going to be another point. I believe this is off the net for Pretherick. Kaylin Chevalier. So trying to get momentum going. Volley deep. It was out of bounds. Chevalier plays it. And it'll tool off the block. It still works out for Newman. And they are fired up. And why wouldn't they be? They are up by 2 now over St. Mary's. Despite going down early, they are really showcasing their resilience, continuing to battle every point. And St. Mary's going to have to find an answer. This one kept alive by Robinson. And another big swing. It's Lucas. She goes right down the line and over the top of the head of Giancotti. Ducking out of the way. Good awareness and knowing exactly where she was on the play was Pretherick. And now it is the aforementioned number 13 set to serve. Did a great job knowing she's on the back line, just ducking out of the way to get the point for her team. This one going to be battle at the net. No, it's dumped over on 2, and it works to perfection. Bernardo picking up the kill. The back set sneaks over top of the net. Serve is going to go long. Still a 2-point margin right now for Newman. And if it were to continue on exactly like this, the 2 points would be enough for Newman to even this one up in sets. Flat-footed serve. We're going to see a different approach as you see from these attackers. And this one off the net and down. As the combination of Turpin and Dunbrack will reject the Newman team on this attack. Knights lead cut in half. Will be saved. Great job from Chevalier. And a transition up. The speed at which the Newman Knights are operating at is second to none, as they are really putting St. Mary's on their heels with their attacks. Floater goes up, having to get nice and low was Bridson. It tools off the block, but will be kept alive. Good awareness from Bernardo. She's not able to get the set, so a teammate will opt for that. Diving, saving the backcourt. Excellent dig from Chevalier. A lengthy rally forming between these two teams. See who can end it. Ball heading back over, and it's going to go out of bounds. Brightson gave it a look, but is going to fall out. That will cut the lead in half again as St. Mary's trying to draw it back to even. Newman doing a good job holding on to that lead. From distance, trying to get over top of the block, will do just that, but into the awaiting arms of Giancotti. Looks like that ball crossed up Bernardo a little bit as she stuttered up, was unable to get the extension. And now we are all even 11-all. Both teams still with both timeouts as we play on. Good crowd on hand for this bronze medal match. And Newman doing a good job getting their feet under them after going down 25-12. They already surpassed that first set point total, now leading by 1. But not for long as we are tied back up. Not the hardest swing, but it was precise. Into the net, that will be an error. And once again, Newman back with their lead. And it's a back and forth second set, neck and neck. See who is able to hold on to a lead. Gabutan. It's over top of the net, and she's got the ace! Little assist from the tape, but it will count all the same. Newman up by 2. Another laser for a serve, but it will be handled this time. It's Duggo, an unreal dig, jousting at the net. As trying to secure the point was Petherick. But now it's Newman for a swing. Dug out, but it is out of bounds. Newman now up by 3 as their defense transitions into offense, turning St. Mary's away a couple of times and forcing them into a timeout. Players back onto the court. We're ready to go. There's the whistle from Madison Kuhlman. Action set to get back underway. Newman holding on to a 3-point lead. Quick set trying to get tempo up, and there was a little miscommunication as a couple players ran into each other in Giancotti as well as Dunbrack. Good set, moving over to the pin hitter, and it will be out of bounds. The block got up in time, but were unable to turn away a ferocious attack again from Newman. Putting it over top. What a beautiful plays. You could roll the highlight on this one. As St. Mary's able to get a beautiful looking point. The back set, back turn towards the net. And again, they were able to capitalize on a beautiful set. Set a little bit behind. A good adjustment made this time by Chevalier. Try to throw it over top of the block, but will be handled with ease by Bernardo. And it will fall in front. Dunbrack, tried to extend, and it will fall just in front of her outstretched forearms. This sort of had too much mustard on it, and it will sail out of bounds. Let's see which team is able to win the battle at the net. To Newman's credit, they've done a good job trying to hold Nora Dunbrack in check the past few points and have got a lead to show for it. But they opt to go over to Petharek, and she deposits one. The versatility of St. Mary's now coming alive, as Dunbrack has been held relatively quiet, so you're going to see the likes of Petharek coming in. But Newman answering right back, and we'll see if another timeout will be taken by Nick DeFreitas. Big swing for Chevalier right in the backcourt again, as she is really swinging sort of that elastic arm. A cut shot! Beautiful swing as that one in. Crossing up the defense, a lot of open floor. A beautiful swing for St. Mary's, gets the side out. Newman going to mount their attack. It was uncontested, but the attack from Lucas hits into the net. Quick sinking action as soon as that ball got over top of the net. Roll shot, it will fall on the backside of the block. Nobody else home. And Newman up by 2, trying to win the battle to 20. As another substitution going to be made. Heading towards the stands, it's kept alive momentarily, racing to keep the play going, but it's not going to be able to return as Rice gave it a look. From well beyond the net, almost getting a kill. Stuffed down! Big stuff from Stewart. (2018) our score. Replay on. It was Stewart coming off of that big block. See if she has another one, but it's going to be tooled this time. Carrying off of Dunbrack's arm. Good adjustment made. Roro has that 1 kill, was looking for the ace. It's going to be stymied this time. Beyond the 3-meter line, targeting the back court. Handled nicely by Chevalier. And a lengthy rally between these two, up through the middle. This will be a violation on Dunbrack. It would have been a kill otherwise, but the point going to Newman now, as they have positioned themselves in a spot to split the first 2 sets. Sending it deep. Chevalier again having her number called. She's able to keep the point going. And straight down the line it goes. Amelia Lucas is on fire. And a timeout will be taken by St. Mary's. It's all Newman. The Knights riding momentum right now as they are up by 5, just 2 points away from winning the second set to even things up. Going up, Dunbrack tools it off the block again. It's going to get over top of the head of Ramos and down. And Nora Dunbrack, who has held relatively quiet the last few points, breaks through in a big way for her team. Going up, it'll hit off the block and just beat Rice. As that secondary defense and the defensive coverage behind that block has just not been to those last few points. The block touches are slowing these attacks down, but it's falling just beyond the block as well. Now it is set point, it's in! The ace to close it out. Lucas gets it done. 25-19 Newman, and we will have at least 4 sets to play. Off a great response from Newman, they were able to even it up by a score of 25-19. Good bounce back from the first set. And this is a pinnacle set, as it could be make or break. Whoever wins this set will have a 2-1 set lead and have a chance to close it out in the fourth. We are ready to go. And it is going to be Lucas coming off of that set closing ace. We're underway. We'll be heading into the net by Petherick. And Newman gets the first point here in set number 3. And we are off and rolling with the bronze medal on the line. Heading out of bounds, evening us back up. St. Mary's, their first serve is going to be going over to Turpin. Will be Kalia Turpin looking for that ace. Good sticking action. Does she have it? And it will be unable to be returned. Another good serve from number 19. She'll be looking for the pair now. And she's got it again. Off of an unclean first touch by Ramos. And Turpin has her team ahead by 2 off 2 beautiful serves. Her serve placement has been exceptional to start this one and really start her team off on the right foot as they are looking to bounce back off that set loss. A soft attack. The creativity on display right now from Dunbrack. Serve it. Does she have an ace? She does again. What a series right now for Kalia Turpin. Put another ace in her stat line. And all good things must come to an end as this one heads into the net. That will end her tenure behind the line and switch things over to the other end of the floor. Gabutan, ready to go. As her team currently down by 3. See if she's able to get the A's. Will target Rice, but she handles it. Dumping it over on 2. And it's going to fall. A defensive miscommunication. And it's going to be a kill for the setter. Giancotti with a one-arm put over. Was able to be returned, but then defensive communication broke down, and that is so vital, letting each other know where it is. And this will get caught up in the arms of Alyssa Bernardo. Brady trying to target that back left corner is going to be handled this time by Gabutan. That quick adjustment, the cut shot works. Petherick picking up the kill. Going cross court, crosses up the defense. We'll have another look at this one. It's a very close set for Giancotti. She keeps it going and it splits the defense. Both teams, after dropping a set, coming right back. A great response as currently it is St. Mary's up by 6. So far, this set has been dictated by the set receive, or the serve receive, pardon me, number of points from Turpin, as Newman has some trouble returning her serves. Brady continuing her tenure now. This will head into the net. Will be a service error charge to her. And we'll get the side out for Newman. Violet Robinson sends this one long. And we'll give the point right back to St. Mary's. Nora Dunbrack has been sensational through 2 sets thus far and is going to be relied heavily on by the Thunder as this one progresses. Free ball back the other way. See where they mount the attack. They go up the middle. Those middles for St. Mary's have been very active throughout this game in running the offense. It's going to be a tough set. Moving forward, trying to adjust, and it's going to fall out as it nicks off the top part of the netting. Bump set, moving forward, here comes Patherick, and it's kept alive, Chevalier. They'll try again, same play, same result, turned away by Newman, 3rd time's the charm, roll shot, no. A lengthy rally, a big swing, now St. Mary's plays defense, dumping it over on 2, and Giancotti's seen enough. Excellent awareness as the big swings were not working, so Sophia Giancotti dumps over on 2 and is able to secure the kill. She steps behind the line to serve. Will it be an ace? Tracking it down with Chevalier to keep the point going. Coming backcourt attack this time from Turpin. Jousting at the net, and it is going to be Patherick winning that exchange. St. Mary's is rolling again. Those odd number sets really are their friend right now. Is this one into the net? And it's not down. From her knees, keeping the play going was Bernardo. Momentarily, and it's still up. Will it stay in bounds? And it does. Bernardo with the set, moving it forward, and Newman steals the point. Couple of nice defensive plays from Newman allows their offense to get their footing underneath them, and they were able to secure that kill. Johnson's going to find Mesh, and that will give Mary's the point right back. Mary's from Kosa putting themselves in a good position right now as they are firing on all cylinders, but Newman, known for their resilience, this is blocked, it's into the netting, and it will be a point for St. Mary's. There was an extra touch. It would go untouched by St. Mary's. 13-5, our score, up by 8. Another good serve with good sinking action. Trying to dump that one back over was Brady. Hands stay up high. Good awareness from Stewart. The rally will continue. And sticking out the one arm from Patherick. But somehow it keeps going. Anna Rice. As that really is firing up this bench of St. Mary's. The defense coming alive. Free ball back the other way as Brady sends it over. Here comes Newman up the middle. And they are stymied again. Soft attack, it works. Callista Brady. Newman completely gassed after that exchange. A lengthy rally continues to go for big swings, and they could just get nothing back St. Mary's as they were digging the ball out at will. Time and time again, the defensive positioning allowed St. Mary's to weather the storm and finally find a way to secure the point. Put out a system on this exchange, and a free ball back the other way. Heading out of, and it will be off the net. Brady ran out of room. 14-6 our score. Another dominant set currently for St. Mary's, as the Thunder looking to try to take a 2-1 set lead. This is going to be into the, well, actually it's going to hit off of the back of Abby there. She looks no worse for wear and will stay in the game. Chevalier has got a number of touches and receptions throughout this game. Volley deep, but it will be turned away into the awaiting arms of Bernardo. Now a big swing going for Newman, splitting the defense. And it is Lucas again. She has been the key hitter for this team all afternoon. They're going to rely heavily on her swings. Going forward, sizing it up, putting it over top of the lone block. Back the other way, but this is blocked. Double block, but it is the stymie this time. Going up is Brady. She tools out the block and it will fall. Callista Brady having herself a set. St. Mary's more than doubling Newman's score currently, as they have been in complete control, and their defense is a big reason why. And this is going to be a miscue. Will fall? No. And there will be a double touch signaled on Dunbrack. Volley deep, sort of into that saucer on the defense that St. Mary's has been targeting. Tooling it off the block. It's going to hit off the inside of Dunbrack and down. Newman gets the point. They trail now 16-9. Sogop gets over top of the block, moving forward. The dump again. This time it will be dug out. It's into the net, as Brady and Dunbrack were there for a little bit of insurance. It'll be another point for St. Mary's as they try to close this one out, needing just 8 points to do so. Brady with another great serve. Is this one going to hit off the net? It will be out of bounds, as Newman ran out of room as it trickled back over the net and down right in front of Brian Emmets. Brady looking to have a lengthy stint, but will not, as this soars into the net. Quick tie of the shoe, and we are ready to resume. Chelsea Leaky Asong. Good reception from Rice. She continues to dead in the ball. Play keeps going. It gets over top of the block. The block has been laid the last couple times. This time it gets nice and high and will reject the attack this time from Pretherick. Quick set up in transition. A one-handed stab from Turpin, pardon me. And it's going to hit off Rice and down. Newman finally able to break through the defense. Newman going to have to go on a run soon, as this cross-court attack is executed to perfection from Portha Petherick. Portia Petherick is continuing to find good openings on that left side, making her presence felt. Now mounting attack is Newman. They are going to be blocked. Diving save made. As a nice dig out this time from Gabutan, pardon me. Another big swing, and this will roll through the block and down. Newman doing a good job not getting discouraged as the first swing not going through, able to recycle the play and go right back on the attack, eventually securing the point, down by 7. And now the servers from Newman doing a good job making sure their serves are in. This one is absolutely obliterated. Johnson into the game now. And she is going to be tasked with the serve. Giancotti out. This will head into the net. As Giancotti getting a much-deserved breather, as she's been very active, racing all over the court, doing a good job setting the ball for her teammates. Johanna Tasega set to serve as she composes herself. She was well away from the line, had good sinking action getting over top of the net. Volley, diving play, nice dig again from Newman. Players converge, it's going to be a free ball going the other way. It's deep into Knight's territory. And tooling it again off the block. Turpin got a piece but was unable to get the stuff. This catches the net and will be down 21-14. 7 points separating these two teams. And we'll see if a timeout is taken by Newman. They have 1 remaining. Skied high in the air off the reception. Big swing and it is blocked. Stonewalled again by the Thunder. Dump on 2. Taking charge was Johnson. And is it in? It is out. (22-15) our score as we play on here in the third set. St. Mary's in control. They're up 22-15. Newman looking to stage a comeback, and they have their work cut out for them. Getting up on Rice. Set, going cross court, and it will be into the net from Brady. A good looking set, try to get momentum going. Pretty unfortunate on that attack. Bruno puts a bit of a floater up, having to come play it, and a attack from deep, way beyond the line, and it works out as St. Mary's is clicking right now. Stewart stepping back to serve. She puts a good one on and keeps it in bounds. It'll hit off the block, having to step up. The pancake is made. Diving save and the free ball the other way. The defense again from Mary's keeps the rally going. The block, it's still alive. And the free ball back now by Stewart. And a one-handed jab, it hits off the net. They'll have to keep it over and it will fall. St. Mary's, give them credit time and time again, wearing down the Newman hitters. This is heading into the net. Set point, St. Mary's. And now a timeout will be taken by Jody Hine. Set point for the Thunder. They have a chance to close it right here. And as it started, it was Kalia Turpin. She went on a run to start things. Was unable to get that final ace. She was turned away by Ramos, but it will fall anyway, not returned. And it's St. Mary's winning it 25-17. And they now have a 2-1 set lead.
Hello everyone, just as we're waiting for the next set to start, we just wanted to take this time to announce our OFSAA 2026 Sportsmanship Award to St. Patrick High School from Thunder Bay. So congratulations to St. Patrick, they were a wonderful participant this year and you will receive a banner and the award in the mail. Congratulations.
All set to go for the fourth set. 2-1 set lead for St. Mary's as they look to close it out here, or will it be Newman forcing a fifth and decisive set 5? We're about to find out. Clea Turpin set to get things underway. And here we go. Diving save made to start things from Ramos. Nice dig for her. A high attack, trying to get over top of those high hands. And it's going to be St. Mary's picking up right where they left off, getting the first point. Moving up through the block, it will be stymied. Players collide, and can it be back over? It will. Free ball now. St. Mary's quick pass up, and it's into the net. Dunbrack is hitting into the mesh. That was a golden opportunity for St. Mary's to take a 2-0 point lead in set number 4. Instead, it'll be split down the middle. Quick conversation between representatives of each team as well as Madison Kuhlman. All that squared away, we are ready to resume. Good spinning action. This one will be handled by Rice. Going over for Brady, who will be turned away momentarily. Off the block, and it's kept alive. A one-handed jab made from Chevalier, and off the block and down. Dunbrack gets it done. A little bit of floor maintenance. There might be some moisture on the hardwood. That's going to get dealt with momentarily. We'll have action back momentarily. A little bit of floor maintenance. This player's just going to check. Don't want anybody slipping on the hardwood. All squared away. We are ready to go. Brady with the serve. It's into the net. Back and forth we continue to go as Newman continuing to be very vocal in this game. You can hear the cheers pouring out from their bench as this hits off the net, and it'll be the ace. Ace for Robinson. Couldn't come at a better time for Newman as they now have their first lead. Sizing this one up, but will be dug out by Ramos again. Through the block, ducking out of the way. A little bit of a matrix move from St. Mary's as this one will go back to even. An incredible pickup. Making the play was Chevalier through the block. And Abby picking this one up. Add a kill to her total. Float serve, it's gonna be the ace! Brady was a hair too far back. It's gonna hit off of her forearm and straight down. Newman starting to gain momentum. Talked earlier about the resilience of this team. The moment never too big as they continue to take it point by point. It's gonna hit off the net, trying to run it down, and it will be out of bounds, but it will be point Newman off the kill from Lucas. Chevalier puts this one deep into territory. It's jousted back, and it's down. Substitution going to be made now as Alyssa Stewart coming back in for Rutherford. Cross court bump set, and it's a free ball. Ramos handles it with ease. Going up through the middle, this one stymied. Dumping over on 2, diving save. It's Turpin keeping the point going. I'll go to the left side, and it is out of bounds. Newman thought there might have been a touch, but there is not. Giancotti to serve. Ramos had to get down nice and low to keep this one going. Is Tuing off the block, and this will cross up the defense. Newman rolling as they are up by 4. Gabutan now back to serve. He's had some clutch serves throughout this match. This one nicking off the tape, and stepping up to make the play was Rice. This one hit on a seam. Will it stay in bounds? It will. They have to mount their attack again. They go right back to Turpin. Another big swing. It's in. Backcourt attack. Johnson punching her time card back into the game as Newman now up by 3. And it will be an ace. Take another look at this one. A great serve coming from Petherick. None at a more opportune time than that. See if she's able to string a couple more together. And another laser. This one will be handled, but it's going to fall. It is another ace. Back to back goes Petherick. Will she have the hat trick? No, this is looking like it will be returned. High attack getting a bit under this one was Lucas. Cross court set, and it's over to Lucas. That got on Petherick in a hurry. She looks like she's able to laugh it off. And another big swing from Lucas. She gets up in a hurry. That one got pretty high up. Just having to volley it over was Brady. Backcourt attack will be handled now. Moving up. Is it out? It is. As Brady got underneath of this one and will sail out of bounds. 3 points separating these two teams in set number 4. Newman needing this one to stay alive. And we tooled off the block and down. That crosses up the defense in Gabutan. We'll get through the block. It's in the back line. Newman answers right back. Both teams leaving it all on the court in the OFSAA bronze medal game. Skied high in the air. It is out of bounds. As that free ball went too far. And now it's a 4-point lead for Newman, with Lucas continuing to serve. Court set, a little misdirection, and another attacking error from St. Mary's, and a timeout will be taken by the Thunder. Oh, and we'd like to thank our title sponsors and Conestoga Colleges, Explore Waterloo Region, Linamar, and MNP, for all they have done in putting on this sensational 3-day tournament. It has been absolutely electric throughout the entire 3 days. Lots of great volleyball, amazing highlight reel plays, and it would not be possible without them. And also a big shout out to all of the volunteers here in those yellow shirts, continuing to give their time, being line judges, continue to do whatever it takes, and what is after them. They have gone above and beyond. A big thank you to them, as well as the convener, Jeff Shaw, for continuing to put on a sensational tournament. Timeout expired. That was the first for St. Mary's. They will have one remaining as they tried to stop this run of Newman, who are positioning themselves to try to force that 5th and decisive set. Here we go. Heading towards the stands, but will be handled. It's got to be a free ball back, and it will get over. So one-on-one exchange at the net. Play keeps going. The volley! It's still up and will fall. Great closing feed from Bernardo. But that ultimately going to St. Mary's as they try to cut into this deficit. Back set. Will hit off a hand and will slow it down momentarily. The cut shot. But great awareness from Chevalier. Quick set, moving over. Brady volleys. Bernardo steps up to negate. Lengthy rally between these two. See who can get this point, as these can be momentum swingers. Quick set, it's up and handled nicely, jousting at the net. Will get over top and land out of bounds. A little miscommunication, as it looked like Giancotti was coming to set that ball. All ready to resume. The Sega to serve. It's up spinner. Handled nicely by Petherick. She gets it back, unable to secure the kill as the play is kept going by Sega, pardon me. Free ball going the other way. Is it in? It is! But no, it is out of bounds. And that will be point St. Mary's. Bridson, another good serve. This one heading towards the net. And it will be a point for St. Mary's. The lead cut to 3 as St. Mary's trying to end it here. Been targeting Ramos a lot. She has been rock steady. Tooling it off the block. Great save made by Turpin. And splitting the D again. The block was unable to seal it off. And another big swing from Newman. Newman rolling Robinson to serve. This one into the net. Points being exchanged back and forth. Still 3 points separating the two clubs. Rolled off of Chevalier. And it's going to fall just in front of the outstretched arms. Once again, crossing up the defense has been the name of the game for Newman this set, trying to keep them guessing. That ball heads too far over. It's still alive, however, and thrown deep. It will fall out of system, but St. Mary's gets the point. Good communication you can hear from Chevalier calling for that ball. It's out of bounds and untouched. And the lead starting to shrink now for Newman. 16-14 our score. Good swing, diving play, pops it up, was Ramos. Going for another big swing, and it's in! St. Mary's battling back, down by one. Another big swing on the left side. Have to think if St. Mary's gets much closer, a timeout will be taken by Newman. Keeping the play going was Bernardo. There's the set. They go right back, and it's another kill. And continuing to terminate the ball is Patharick. All knotted up, 16 apiece. Good pass, go, give, and go. It's off the net. Be an attacking error this time on Lucas. And now St. Mary's has lead for the first time in a while, and there is the timeout taken by Newman. St. Mary's set to come back on. Newman seeing their lead evaporate. Have to see if they're able to regain it. They need to have this set in order to force a fifth. We're back underway. Good sinking action, but is dug out by Ramos. Towing it off the block. Play kept alive. Going up again, Patharick will be denied. Right over to Turpin. And splitting the defense, finding a seam and capitalizing goes St. Mary's as they now have a 2-point lead. Took a little something off of this and is able to be pinpoint accurate. This one will be played by Lucas. Give and go. It's hit off the block, slowing it down, which allows Rice to go forward. And what a play from Ramos. Now Chevalier gets in on the action. Soft attack, hands stay high, and it's back over. Great defense from the Thunder. And it's a triple block. Somehow there is a hole, and Newman finds it. 18-17 our score in favor of the Thunder. miscommunication on this one. It's sent deep. This will be handled by Abby. And another soft attack going for Lucas. The big swings have not been working for her as of late. She switches it up and is able to secure a couple kills. We're all knotted up, 18 apiece. Is leaking back over, back set, however. Now they got momentum going forward, and this one has too much on it. Will go out of bounds and long. And it's a race to 20, an absolute track meet as these two teams going shot for shot. We'll head back over, put down, diving save made from Robinson. Keeping the play going, trying to get it up, and it will. Put over. Ramos keeps the rally going. Pancake! And it will fall as Newman able to finally find the hardwood. Now Bernardo steps back. It has been a thrilling bronze match, and we are not done yet. Will go uncontested, and look, Bernardo somehow, someway got herself out of the way of that incoming ball, and that will now be point for Newman. Cut shot is just out of bounds. 2-point lead for Newman. Trying to go for the cross-court shot, and will just off the mark from Bryson. Another good serve coming from Newman. Bryson volleys it deep. It will carry him off of a block, but Ramos races to cut it off and will be successful in that endeavor. Backcourt attack, and it's in. It's just going to be beating Chevalier, who laid out for it. That ball found its home on the hardwood, and a much-needed point for St. Mary's as they trail by 1. Back set going over, stymied. Try the other side now, and it's blocked again! Turpin and Dunbrack slam the door. Mounting their attack, going up to the middle. It will carry him off. It is still up. Got to play to the end of the whistle, and it is going to be a violation now on Newman. Double touch. Advantage St. Mary's. Stewart to serve. This one put deep. Ramos takes charge. This is going to be well off the net and sent deep over to Stewart. Backcourt attack coming through, and it's down! Portia Petherick. And time out Newman as St. Mary's on the precipice of closing this bronze medal. For Newman, they cannot stop play anymore. The only timeout sits with St. Mary's, and they are going to try to ride momentum right to the end. Alyssa Stewart to serve. Here we go. Bump set, give and go. Back to Robinson. Will go over top of the block. But into the waiting zone of Bryson. Soft attack, and it's down! It will be match point St. Mary's. Stewart awaits, can close it out here. Will it be an ace? No, it's kept alive. Moving forward, the volley over, free ball. St. Mary's, can they end it? Goes back over the other way. Second chance, into the net. Be another match point coming as Newman starves off elimination. Lucas to serve. Brightson. Newman continue to showcase their very good defense. Going up. And somehow it's kept alive. No, double touch will be called. Or lift, pardon me. Third match point as Newman not done yet. Down by 1. They need this point. And we'll go to 26. But prior to that will be a timeout called. The stage is set. 24-23, St. Mary's, their third set point, and close it out here. They got to go through Newman, who has been resilient all match long. It's in! It's an ace! Right when they need it most. And stepping up in a big way when the spotlight shines brightest, Amelia Lucas, ice in her veins, knocks down an ace. Now going up, soft attack, sky high in the air, pops straight up. Free ball going the other way. St. Mary's can mount their attack. They go to the right side. It is in. St. Mary's back with another match point. It'll be their fourth. Kalia Turpin to serve. Already a number of aces so far. This one up. And Ramos does a good job keeping the play going. It'll be through the block. Racing out and it will be down. Newman starves off elimination again. This team as resilient as they come. It hit off Turpin and went soaring out. Will it be another match point or set point now for Newman? We'll wait and see. Mounting their attack, they go up. It's blocked, and it is down. Another match point in hell for St. Mary's. They're continuing to get here. It'll be another one. Can they close it out? (26-25), the first set to go to extra points. St. Mary's can close it out here. Tough angle, but it is received. Free ball the other way. The set. It'll be thrown deep, but it will be handled this time by Lucas. Moving forward. Big swing back over to Rice, who handles it. It's off. It's down. The bronze is secured. St. Mary's wins it in an absolute thriller, 27-25. And they will win 3-1 in sets. Give Newman credit. They gave St. Mary's everything they could handle. leaving it all on the court. You can see the emotion, but they have nothing to hang their heads about. They did such a good job on the defensive side of the ball. An absolutely electric performance from both teams. St. Mary's, on what was a number of match points, were able to get this one.
What an amazing match of volleyball. Thank you very much, St. Mary's and St. John Henry Newman. Great job, girls. We're really impressed with all the volleyball this week. We can't say enough how great you guys have both been. I know it's upsetting for St. John Henry Newman for the loss in the bronze medal game, and obviously it's awesome for St. Mary's for the win. But girls, be proud of yourselves for coming this far and all of you accomplished. So let's give everyone a hand. For AA schools, coming in the top 4 in the province is something to be very proud of. So do not hang your heads. This is an awesome accomplishment. First to present the medals, I would ask the St. John Henry Newman coaches to come up and present the antique bronze to their team.
Lucas. Alyssa Bernardo. Riley Robinson. Paris Lucia Song. Chelsea Lucia Song. And Riser Ramos.
Congratulations again to St. John Henry Newman on your 4th place finish at OFSAA. Amazing job, girls. And now I'd like to call up the bronze medal OFSAA AA Championship coaches to present St. Mary's with their bronze medal.
Okay, Captain Portia Patrick.
Again, great volleyball today, girls, and we're really proud of everything you've done this week. I know that for some of you it's a pretty sad time, but you're going to look back and really think fondly of these memories, I hope. So, great job today, and congratulations to both teams.
Dear student, I'm glad you decided to join the team. I know at first you weren't sure if it was your kind of thing. Honestly, I thought the same thing about being a coach. Would I have the time? Could I handle the workload? Well, the answer is yes. And it's been so worth it. I've seen how school sports help students build confidence and improve their grades. And the research backs it up. But what I didn't know is how getting to know my students as a coach could actually make me a better teacher.